I guess.
McNeil lines one into right field for a base hit. Here comes Acuna around third. Hassels throwing the plate too late. The Mets win it. One pitch in the bottom of the 10th, and Jeff McNeil delivers the third walk-off hit of his career. Mets win it 5-4. Jeff McNeil never runs away.
Yo.
What's going on, everybody? I dropped out of there for a moment. I was lost. Everything went black. I'm back, baby. Welcome on into the Put It in the Books show, Season 8, Episode 9. Jeff McNeil doing his thing, coming on strong over the last few weeks. No doubt, capping it off with that walk-off hit the other day. I kept the clip a little bit longer just so that we can see the advertising that Citi Field did for our show. Did you see that at the end?
Yeah, that was nice.
Put it in the books up on their board. It's all very nice of them to do. Got a lot to talk about. Rodriguez and Keith. We got plenty to talk about. Mets on a six game heater, winning now 7 out of their last 8 games, but we lost somebody today. Don't know how long. We'll talk about that right on the other side of this wonderfully edited opening video.
Put it in the box.
All right. So what do we start with here? We thought let's knock out the bad news out of the way. Is that what we kind of want to do here?
Let's get rid of the bad news, dude. Just say it.
Wash it away. I didn't even. Oh wow, was that done on purpose?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Is he backstage still?
No, he's gone.
No,
He's like, let's get rid of the bad stuff, and then he disappeared.
Yeah,
that's a thing. This is
the first thing we have to talk about.
That's a thing. What's going on?
This is important. This is we got to talk about this.
My thought on that is he's going bald, but he wants to look like he has hair when he wears a hat.
Yeah, but then
you get this as soon as the hat's off.
I don't understand it.
Woo! All right.
Well, none of us do. It's not our thing to understand. It's
I have no business shaming anybody for the head of hair that they have.
You cannot.
You guys, we haven't done this in a while. It might not be as bad as it used to be, huh?
Oh,
jeez. All right. Okay, fine. All right. That's what it takes to get the show back on. Look, the eyes are tearing and everything.
I'm
Jeez,
all right. Put my sunglasses on, bro.
What the hell just happened?
Right, whatever. Anyway, so
is there a solar flare or something?
I don't even know what happened. I haven't seen the play. Keith, you broke the news to me. I was busy. But there's a little bit of people, people out there that picked up on our text chain out in the media, and they're saying that you might have jinxed this. A couple of moments before, you just said that he's been dealing all year, and then you were like, "Oh no," and I was like, "Wait, what's happening?"
Oh, that has nothing to do with it. Come on.
No, I'm kidding.
That's like saying
no media has picked up on our text chain. But what happened? Talk to me.
That's true, actually.
It was Pete's fault. That's what I heard.
That would be like a
Not Pete's fault.
type of situation, and I would bring you to Congress to testify.
Look at that.
Yeah. So really quick. So it was just a simple play, ground ball to first. Kodai was covering first, running over. Pete threw the ball a little high. Kodai jumped and then stretched his right leg back, caught the ball and put his toe down on the base to get the runner out. And then once he landed, he just grabbed the back with his right leg and he went down. After the game, they did say that he was feeling discomfort prior to that. So I don't know if he just said that to get Pete off the hook, because Pete looked miserable after that happened.
He's producer Joe.
But it's a baseball play. It happens. There's nothing you can do. Kodai seems to have some trouble.
Okay, all right. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see what happened here.
And I'll tell you what's on the ground. Wide of first, Alonso. Accurate throw, a little high, but Senga's got it, and now he's hurt.
Yeah,
he hit the bag awkwardly. Oh boy, Senga, who injured a calf muscle last year while trying to come off the mound, this time having to go up for that high throw, and came down awkwardly.
I like how
the bag.
Gary says accurate throw, a little high,
with a big limp.
And you just hope that it's nothing serious.
Well, he's heading to the IL with a hamstring strain. We'll be without him. Let's call it the All-Star break. Huh? At this point,
Rodriguez, what do you think? Do you think that's something like he had potentially lingering or improper stretching, or
I'll tell you what okay, so
here it is. Here we go.
He sent his boy out there, his translator, to tell Pete that he felt the twinge before he even had to go for the ball as he was running to first. So it wasn't a Pete throw thing. Obviously, it didn't help that he threw the ball high. Obviously,
no,
that's obvious.
Can we get the throws under control, please, Pete, on that play?
But
listen,
either way,
you got to be able to do that. You got to be able to make that play.
No. Of course. But he's made some errant throws over there.
He seems to have a lot of trouble with his legs, Senga, and I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's stretching, preparation, or he just has something going on with his body.
It's called take two Advils before the game starts and some water and stretch. That's what it's called, Senga. Yeah! Why the hell are you not stretched out before you go into a game?
Here it is.
That's what I thought too.
There it is.
I thought proper stretching could probably prevent that. But
it's not even proper stretching. It's not even the stretching so much. It's the fact that he needed to be on lots of water, and he needed to just take a couple of Advils and muscle relaxer, dude. It'll keep your ligaments stretchable, and you don't smoke. Do not smoke, Senga. We don't know who you are. Just take a couple of Advils and you'll be fine for the 5 innings that you're gonna pitch, dude. It's barely an hour. You'll be fine.
I know he's a competitor and he doesn't want to come out, but truthfully, if he felt that discomfort prior to that, he should have let one of his trainers or coaches know, hey, I know it's only 4th inning, but I'm feeling this strain back here. And it probably would have been something more of a day-to-day. And now it's a strained, maybe more hamstring. So we're looking at probably 4 to 6 weeks, if that at best case scenario. Who knows?
Well, when you're a professional athlete, the worst thing you want to do is come out for an injury. The worst thing you want to do is go to your coach and say, I'm hurt or whatever. It's not smart. You're right. It's not a smart thing, because you have to look at the thing. It's just a competitor's thing. You're not going to come on. If you feel a little thing there, a little twinge or whatever, you're going to try to work yourself through it. You're going to try to work, go back in the game and try to get through it. At the end of the day, it was 5 innings. So as soon as 5 innings hit, he felt that twinge. He just said, listen, I'm feeling a little twinge. I need to get out, get that great bullpen that we seem to have right now, get him in here, try to finish the game. It's the Nationals. At the end of the day, we've taken 2 out of 3 from them.
As fresh as can be, right?
And well, yeah, you had the best left-hander in baseball pitch the day before. So obviously he should have done that. But these are things he's got to learn from. I don't understand why this would happen with a professional when they have all the tools to not have this happen.
Yeah,
they really do.
I agree. Well, here's the good news for our pitching rotation is solid. We got 2 guys coming back, Montas and Manaya. And a quick shout out, I was listening to WFAN today to the absolute moron, idiot, who called WFAN and said that he doesn't want Manaya on the team because he's going to ruin the chemistry. Moron.
Oh, yeah, he was awful.
I'm like,
what a bad teammate last year.
Also, we did everything we did last year without Kodai. So with to me, even stronger rotation this year, we can allow Kodai to heal himself, get better. Hopefully it's only a strain, and he'll be back, August.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Not with a guy who's got a 1 ERA. You don't lose that guy and say we're going to be okay. Don't paint a rosy picture on Farace's bald head. I don't care where you want to paint it. It's not. You already got. He's going to be past the All-Star break already now, because you're already almost at the All-Star break. So it's going to be another 2 weeks after that. That's like 6 starts he's going to miss. 6 starts with a 1.5 ERA. I mean, potentially 6 straight wins, which could put us into the 100-win category and at least cement the fact that we're going to be in first place. Yeah, it's not. This whole thing was not worth it. And if you guys want to blame, if anybody wants to blame Pete Alonso, go ahead. But I blame Senga. He's costing us 5 wins. If he felt it before, if he felt a problem before he ran to first base, he should have talked to the trainers. He should have talked to Mendoza, knowing that last year he missed most of the year because of things like this. That's not a team player. That's selfishness. Cool. That's egoness. That's having a big ego and wanting to be a competitor. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. That was the time for him to fold them right there.
Whoa, great reference. Speaking of musical references, when it comes to the situation and it comes to blame, I use the great theologians Millie and Vanilli, and I blame it on the rain. Their philosophy is solid.
Got to blame it on something, right? I guess.
I blame this guy right here, Mr. Being up. No, oh, wait a minute.
Me?
Which one? Who's this? Is this?
That's
is
me.
This,
what do you mean?
That's you.
That's
okay,
me.
remember, I forgot.
This is my fault now.
This is your fault because I blame you because you were so upset last week.
To first base.
Oh, here we go. See how quickly he turns on Pete Alonso, the MVP.
No. Just the throws. Can we DFA his arm?
Oh God!
Send the arm down like you did Lindor's glove. Bring it back up.
DFA. It's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna miss watching that Ghost Fork. But
all right, let's pull ourselves out of this little nonsense that we got going on. The Mets have won.
What about producer Joe? He doesn't have an opinion on this?
No.
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Told you he was in the mood.
It might be the fault of whatever haircut that Marte's got going on. Maybe he's I don't know. What's that about? Can we get his rep on the foot? Producer Joe, can you get representative for Mr. Marte on? And,
it's a cool thing. It's a cool hip hop thing. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Well,
look, he's got wings going too.
If this is a cool hip hop thing, I don't have any desire to be cool or listen to hip hop.
It's okay. You won't. Don't worry.
We should at least throw that patch out long and have like a little ponytail there. Now that would be cool.
He needs a little pigtail.
Remember the 80s? Remember people used to have a tail?
He needs to have a little tail there.
This Mets team, you wouldn't know it from the way Rodriguez and Keith are talking about what's going on here with the team. Talking about messing up the chemistry. Rodriguez is pointing fingers at this guy and this guy and this guy, but making blame out here. It's a baseball play. Shit happens. Mets have won 6 straight games, 7 out of 8. Right? Dave, two straight sweeps. We cleaning up some towns around here. The hitting has been just ridiculous. So now that the top of the lineup is Lindor and Nimmo, Soto and Pete, they're all going nuts over the last handful of games. OPS over 900. Pete OPS over 1,000. Pete's got like 900 RBI in the last 8 games. Soto's doing his thing. My God, that was, it sucks on the other side of it. But Soto and that little chess matchup that he had with what's his name, the pitcher. Former teammate, one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball, fouled it off. He got him. I got you. Shake the head, right? The little shuffle. Next one, fouled it off. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, bomb. Bye. And the smack talk around the base. I like his answer at the end where he said, "Oh, we were just saying hi to each other."
That's how it works in the Spanish world. If you play with Dominicans, if you play with Spanish guys, it's tough, back and forth. So trust me, it doesn't mean they hate each other, but it doesn't really mean they like each other either.
New York, we have that same culture.
I didn't think anything friendly was going on there.
You're with your friends 90% of the time. You're ragging on each other and cracking up. That's
dummy.
That's what it is, you idiot.
What a dumbass. Hey, Michael and Daniel, what's going on in the comments? Glad to have you guys watching. So the point of this is that those big four, the top four in that lineup, have been just sizzling hot. Nimmo, multiple home run games, another bomb today. Is this 13th for Nimmo or 11th?
13, I think it was, yeah.
And then add now on top of that, Squirrel just going absolutely squirrely right now. Home runs, singles. He's doing what the Squirrel does.
He's in the 270s now, right? What is batting average?
Yeah,
he might be 270 on the dot, I think.
Scorching.
Yeah, he should not be anything below that.
He's known for his aggressiveness, right? And you get Acuna, like that was. I don't know. I would have bet a paycheck on the fact that the Mets were going to win that game in that inning. Acuna's at second base. The pitch is already rattled. The speed that guy possesses, and it was a blink of an eye. Plus the single died out there in right field. No chance for anything close.
It doesn't matter.
And so McNeil now catching fire, and the other thing that's catching fire, Rodriguez, we've talked about this over the years, and that's the play at home. You're getting 40,000 people on a Wednesday night, Tuesday night against the Washington Nationals, whereas in years past that would be maybe like a 20,000, 22,000 attendance.
Maybe.
Or, maybe.
And they are loud.
Into the eighth inning
this week.
That sequence in the eighth inning where Soto with the double and then Pete followed up with another double to tie the game. That place was still jam-packed in the eighth inning because they know anything can happen. The Mets are now 27-7 at Citi Field. And they got
500. 40,000 fans at a 1:00 Thursday game against the Nationals. Holy shit.
What's that little nerdy guy's name? He for SNY, he covers Mets and the Yankees. He wrote that book for the Yankees, I think it was.
Martino?
Yes, Andy Martino is now doing videos in the dugout talking about the electric atmosphere at Citi Field. Like how we do our previews. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yesterday he was walking the parking lot. 30 minutes after the game, you can still feel the buzz around. So listen, Martino. This is our thing. Don't impose. Don't come over here.
You're a hater. You're a hater anyway, Martino. Get off. Don't even be on the Mets podcast.
Rodriguez. So Keith, you chimed in a bit. Rodriguez, your thoughts on just the way the crowd has been. Yesterday, Peterson, they were chanting Peterson into the eighth inning, and then the ninth inning when he came out, thunderous ovation. So what goosebumps?
That's like seeing a unicorn nowadays. When you're gonna see another guy throw 9 innings? Everyone gets close, but they never get to the mountaintop.
It's funny you say that because I had to put perspective to myself last night when I was seeing how much they made a big deal of this, and it was a big deal. It was a great game, but they almost made it like it was a no-hitter, and I had to put perspective. I'm like, well, this is extremely rare. Where we grew up in baseball, it's not that it was happening every day, but it was also not so uncommon for people to have complete games and complete game shutouts. And these days, it was really rare. So I understand why they were blowing it up so much, but I had to rethink that because it was annoying me. I'm like, this wasn't for a perfect game. Chill out.
And he's got Taylor, Tyrone Taylor, and Torrens back there to thank for it. That great play in the 8th inning, that throw home, barely got the runner at the plate. If he would have scored that run, he might have even taken him out in that inning. But that didn't happen, and then he let him finish off the game in the 9th. So good for him, Mendy. Thank you.
How are you going to take a guy out with a shutout, even if they score 1 run, and the guy wants to finish the game? Mendoza knows better than that. He's not gonna hurt the guy's psyche by taking him out. Now if the guy gets another run and it's 5-2, 5-3, or whatever, it starts to get like that, then you take him out and bring in your bullpen. But the guy wants to finish the game. You have to encourage that nowadays, because if he doesn't pitch 9 innings the next time, he's gonna try to. And if he gets to 7 and saves the bullpen nowadays, or to the 8th, fantastic. And his confidence is building up every start, dude. You could see it, guys, right? You could see that he's getting
3 of his
better.
last 4 starts over 7 innings.
And he has that fire in him when he gets a guy out. He's becoming a top tier pitcher. Now, not to say too much, but if he keeps going down this road, we're looking at a pretty good left-handed pitcher for the next few years.
And you know what? To that point, we've been talking about how great he's turned into. His aggressiveness in the strike zone. He's not, pussyfooting it around on outside corner trying to nitpick on that corner. He's going after these guys. And I don't know if you guys saw, he did an interview before the game, before that game, talking about how they're, talking about the analytics and everything, how it's good to know these things, but then the human side of it also has to come into play. He says you have to know that we're all trying to go out there and pitch as long as we can. We're not trying to throw 5 innings, and then boom,
I don't believe that.
Game.
I don't believe that.
I don't know, and then one other point on that. We've talked through that, but the other day after that game, Gary said we're looking at one of the best left-handed pitchers in all the game, and it was just like, it was odd and great to hear that. Like, this is David Peterson we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
he's
right?
15-5 over his last 30 some odd starts with an ERA of 2.60. Pretty
elite.
Cowbell.
The rest of the guys don't fall far behind that. It's the pitching team philosophy. It's be aggressive. Don't nitpick, and don't be scared like it used to be. And that turns him into a better pitcher. Look at Canning. Canning moves the ball around, is aggressive. So is Tylor for those 3 innings that he pitches.
And that approach also produces efficiency. So when they go with that approach, they're more efficient and their pitch count is better, and that's why they're going longer in games. So it's all around just really good, because our bullpen has been performing, but they were getting hammered early on, and now as the season's going and the starting pitchers are getting their grasp and the ground under their feet with their approach, they're pitching more and more efficient, and the bullpen is able to stretch out a little bit and not get hammered the way they were early on.
You don't want your bullpen pitching a lot. That's the reason these guys are in the bullpen. They come in 1 inning every week, and nobody remembers what they throw or what they do or how they do it. And it's easier to get guys out, because when you're pitching,
guys.
Yeah, when you're pitching, you're in control when you're pitching, because the guy doesn't know what you're gonna throw. So if you're smart, you can get most guys out.
And that's another thing that I don't remember who said it. Was it Gelbs, maybe? Mr. Gatorade Dump himself, now all part of all the celebrations, becoming a thing. But Gelb said that Peterson is now the type of pitcher that strays away from the original game plan if he sees fit. So he's actually out there calling his pitches as this like veteran dude. And so that's where the trust is coming in. Mendy trusts this entire team. You can tell top to bottom, he'll put anybody in any situation. But that struck me when Gary said that. I know it's the home team and all, but for do you think back about David Peterson when we thought he was turning a corner a few years back? Was it like the COVID year or something like that? He had a great season or whatnot, but then he kind of fell off. He struggled, ups and downs, and now he's just solidified himself as one of the top left-handers in the game. And
yeah, I mean, but think about it, right? What is the age of maturity in baseball between 28 and 32? And he's there right now. He's in that sweet spot. So he's taken all his failures, and he has the baseball intelligence to make them into learning lessons instead of continuing to do the same
life lessons.
And he has learned to really control the zone. And you can see when he's facing different batters, he studies these batters. I mean, I guess all pitchers do, but he really studies them because his pitching location sometimes changes with every batter, as you can see through every at bat. Where some pitchers just have a strategy and they throw it at every batter, and you just can't do that. So yeah, I'm impressed with him. Unless you have a ghost fork, then you can just throw whatever the hell you want.
Cowbell says Diaz almost blew it, but the Mets won. Yes, listen, we got to make some things interesting around here.
Cowbell.
They're 20 games over 500, and he just went through didn't he just go through a stretch where like 24 straight guys didn't get a hit off of him? He was due. It happens. And the Nationals lineup is no slouch. I know they're not tearing it up out there, but the lineup is not.
No, they have some really good young players in there. But I mean, I don't have any stats, but I know Diaz, when he comes in with runners on or in the middle of a situation, he usually doesn't really do well.
Throws it off.
I had to shut it off at one point during that inning because I was at work and I didn't want to just drop a huge loud F-bomb. So
we would never do that, right?
Oh no, I would
during a game. No, you're just silent. You're calm. Rodriguez never gets upset.
Dude, I was watching the game for a second and I saw we were up 4-0. I said, cool. Came back and it's bases loaded and Diaz is on the mound. I just said, click. I didn't
see any of that. I just saw the final score.
I'm gonna jump through this phone and choke his Puerto Rican eye. How do you come in? What are you doing in the bullpen that you can't come in and throw a strike at 99? I mean, dude, honestly, if the guy's hit 99, bless him. But you gotta throw it into the strike zone, man. You can't just walk people and get the bases loaded. Come on, man. Throw a Come on.
Walks suck.
Come on.
Walks are just no good. All right. Well, so coming off of that, a little bit more positivity. Mets 21 games over. They got a 5.5. Are the Phillies playing today? Who cares?
No, they're off today, so we keep that half.
5.5. 5.5 game lead. And the Braves are off too. They should probably, take some time, kind of figure out, watch some tape, watch the Mets play a little bit.
Yeah.
See how to play baseball right way.
Let them keep doing the exact same thing they're doing. What are you trying to get them to be off our butt? No, let them keep doing the exact same crap they're doing.
How many games out of the Braves now?
15, I think.
Let's go.
Do you remember September? Do you remember September?
Do you remember?
15, Washington.
07 and 08? No, I don't
5.5.
No, you don't.
Phillies, 5. How much to the Braves?
15.
Let's go. Love it.
Nationals are 14.5.
Needs to be 30.
It's gonna grow. Grower, not a shower. Lift up those numbers. All right. So next set of games coming up here. This weekend we got Citi Field. We got the Rays. The Rays are coming to town. Actually, hope that they were going to be down here. Maybe take a little trip across. The Rays are always a tough team, no matter if they suck or if they're great. Doesn't matter. What do we got as far as the record is concerned? How are they doing right now? Somebody get me some of that.
If I'm being honest, okay, Joe.
They're 4 games over.
See,
all right.
They're always a tricky team, dude.
But they're coming in on a 2-game losing streak. That's about to be a 5-game losing streak.
So. Oh yeah!
Look at producer Joe.
Do we have pitching matchups yet?
Yeah, I think they posted tomorrow's. I don't know about the rest of the games though.
Well, Senga's not pitching.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah, we got Clay Holmes tomorrow against T. Bradley. T. Bradley's 4-5 with a 4.58 ERA.
T. Bradley. What is that?
Titty Bradley? What?
I don't know. It just says T. Bradley. I don't know his first name. Taz.
Oh, I know.
Taj Bradley.
Titty.
Taj.
Taj. Tip.
Taj Bradley. 4-5, 4.58 ERA. Mr. Clay Holmes. That video, producer Joe, don't always come across with great things to share, but today that pitching thing that you shared, outstanding. The pitching.
The Mets lab,
the lab.
Yeah, that was
from Clay Holmes all the way down.
Impressive. Yeah, Canning, Holmes.
You're in the bullpen.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. They showed about 5 different Mets pitchers' stats from the last 2 years and this year, and it's complete 180 for all of them. Canning was the worst in the league last year. Now he's on the 3, but it's the same for at least 4 other pitchers on the staff.
Yeah, I don't even remember Clay Holmes being with the Pirates, and that was one there
before the Skankies, right?
Yeah. And now he just came to the other team to become a real pitcher. 7-3, 2.95 ERA. It's a nice little matchup. Don't know what to expect from the Rays. So that's tomorrow, Friday the 13th, 7:10 start. Saturday, we got an afternoon game, 4:10 at Big City. Drew Rasmussen, 5-4, 2.22 ERA. That's pretty good out in that league. Against Tylor. This is not a knock on Tylor. He's the worst that we have to offer right now. And the worst that we have to offer is 5-4 with 3.76 ERA. Love it.
That's hilarious. That's the worst guy.
Wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing.
Wow.
And then Sunday, 1:40 start. Shane Baz. 5-3, 4.97 ERA against the aforementioned Griffin Canning from last year, worst, most garbagest pitcher out there in all the league. 6-2 at 3.22 ERA. That's your weekend series. Tough team, but Rodriguez, what say you on what's going to happen here in the series?
I think we're going to take 2 out of 3 because the Rays are tough. The Rays are good. The Rays are a good team. They, no matter what happens, I think they're going to get smoked, and they never get smoked. So I'm looking at 2 out of 3 against them.
Keith, what do you think?
I'm saying 2 out of 3 also. I think surprisingly we're going to win the Saturday game against Rasmussen. I think we're going to win tomorrow, but I think we're going to close out with a loss on Sunday.
Wow, says Canning's going to lose. Wow, I just hyped them up a little bit. Now you're getting my boy.
I don't know how they're going to lose. I'm just throwing a prediction out there. It's going to be 3-2. The bullpen blows it. How about that?
Wow.
And does amazing.
Wow. Just talked how nice about how the bullpen has been all season, and now you want to throw them under the
bus. You forced me into it, Farace. You forced me.
Sure.
Stanley, any word on Montas and Manaya? We talked about it a little bit earlier. Both on their way back here. I think Manaya is going to go on his 3rd rehab start coming up here soon. I know he got hit around a little bit in his first one, but we don't really care about that right now. We just want him to get stretched out and healthy and do his thing when he gets up to the majors to replace a certain ace we just lost for the next 4 or 6 weeks. Well, the 4 to 6 weeks was Keith, by the way. Dr. Laris said 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know. I just want to make everybody out there know that wasn't me. I have not made that prediction. I said All-Star break.
Dr. Laris is right because I actually said that too. So Dr. Laris is right.
Oh, so if you said it, then he said it. Must be right.
Must be right.
Exactly. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, especially when the one that's missing is you.
Oh my God.
What happened there? Producer Joe I think Producer Joe already got his prediction out.
I already said it. 9
exactly.
When we have our off day on Monday. There you go.
I am 1,000% in agreement with Producer Joe. We taking another sweep. I don't care the Rays. Who the hell are the Rays? This scrappy little team. We're still gonna bust them. Bust them out. Knock them out.
The Mets don't lose baseball games. The Mets.
That's right. Did you hear what producer Joe just said? The Mets do not lose baseball games.
Oh God. Okay.
And that's a fact.
Now, this kind of attitude is what causes all the crying when the Mets have a little stretch of bad games. So
there's a lot of criers in Mets world.
Here's your tone.
Okay. Criers, really is.
The tone is the team is 21 games over. We're stomping people out. We're whooping. We're about to breaking news, everybody. We are about to bury the shit out of the Phillies and the Braves next week.
Breaking news. Wow.
Well, the Braves are going up against Colorado, so hopefully they glass.
Hey, they got a walk-off victory today. They walked it off on the Giants.
And they swept the Marlins.
Hey,
so
they can eke one out. They beat the Yankees one game. They could. Wait a second. Who's playing the Rockies? The Braves?
Braves.
Okay. Because the Phillies thought that they were hot chick. They were going to bring in the Pirates and they're going to whoop up on them. But let's go Pirates. They stuck it to
Brian Holmes sucks.
He does. And he's probably crying, tears in his eyes and other areas over this Bryce Harper injury that's going on.
So I have a guilty pleasure. I think I may have mentioned it on the show before.
Rodriguez, your face.
I like to watch the Phillies post-game show when they lose.
Are you crying?
They get so upset. Like the Mets post-game, they're pretty matter-of-fact about it, and they tell the truth, but no, these guys, they get emotional. They get
down,
upset.
Really somber. John
Kruk. They start trashing their own team. It's hysterical.
John Kruk is such a homer that he doesn't know how to go the opposite way. When will Siri be back?
That's why you got to retire. Couldn't go the opposite way.
You see, exactly. We have just an absurd amount of talent on this team.
He might be in Syracuse.
I don't know.
The talent has to play together, though. It doesn't matter how much talent we have. Like now, we have these guys that are hot, so it's fine. And we beat the Rockies. We beat the Rockies. Come on. But we're a good team, and we have to take advantage of those.
Gotta win those games.
And
gotta play the schedule.
Don't get too Metsy on that one. On that, otherwise we'll see you crying next week.
Never. 21 over, baby.
Not you.
What reason do I have to be fearful of anything for the next week? For the next week, you got the Rays are a bunch of bums playing in a minor league stadium. Then you got. Do we go to Philadelphia first or Craplana first? I don't remember. Anyway, both garbage cities, disgusting with fans that don't know the sport. It's all good. And we're gonna whoop up on them too. You might see what's that's 9, right? Producer Joe, 9 after the weekend, and then if you add the other 6, that's 15. Looking at 15 games.
Actually,
that breaks the 11-game winning streak record.
Yeah, it's another 6, but then we get Atlanta and Pittsburgh for another 7 after that. We've got
22 in a row with the Oakland Athletics from 2000 whatever.
This is the soft underbelly of our schedule right here.
40 over. 40 over soon. 40 over. Rodriguez.
Okay.
Care to talk really quick about All-Star voting? First ballots, or I don't think that they're in yet, but non-homer, who are our All-Stars as of right this minute? Who would you say at this moment?
Lindor and Pete. You can't tell me non-homer because I don't care about anybody else. I'm gonna say Lindor is shortstop, Pete's at first.
Boom.
Not gonna happen, but yeah, that's what I want.
I think it will. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 4th inning or 5th inning.
And whoever I don't know who the NL manager is, you'll see Peterson and Diaz go.
Oh, it's a Dodgers guy, right?
Oh, yeah. He may not be so happy to pick any of our guys there, Joe.
So
he'll wind up pitching Diaz for 3 innings. Go ahead.
When you ask that question, are you asking who do I think should be in the All-Star game, or who
do you think should be from the Mets an All-Star starter?
Should be definitely Lindor, obviously, right? Alonso. And we're talking only position players or pitchers too?
Shit, I'll put all damn staff in there.
Yeah, it should be our pitching coach. No, definitely Alonso Lindor, and I want to say I don't know if he deserves it over everybody else, but will be there is Soto, just because of name recognition.
Either as a backup, and you know how what Soto can do. So you've seen what he's done over the last week or so, and this for Soto can continue this for weeks and weeks. So we still have some time left before the voting, and it's New York City, so there's every chance. So on my side, it's Lindor and Pete, hands down. But there is every chance, there's every opportunity that Soto is also starting in right field, just because it's the way the vote goes.
Yeah, and I mean,
Mets have to vote.
He is on fire right now. I mean, he's playing. Over the last 2 weeks, I was looking at his stats earlier. Unfortunately, I don't have them in front of me, but they're astronomical. And people are voting now and seeing him on ESPN highlights and their local sports highlights every night doing this kind of stuff. He may be a starter. It is what it is. Name recognition, and he's all over the news right now with his catch. He's playing defense. He's playing offense, obviously big time offense. Clutch hitting, RBIs. His on base percentage is like 500, I think, in the last 10 games.
It's on base 6 times in one game of the weekend.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous how well he's playing.
Yep. Stanley's talking about how Diaz should be an all-star. He certainly had this stretch. I know today he had a bit of a misstep, but still, Mets still won. But he had that stretch. I don't know the exact number. Was it 24, 25, 26 straight of just not getting a hit, not getting on base? And just his stuff over the last batch of appearances has been just ridiculous. The slider's been on point. And he talks about it in the post-game show. I know my stuff is on point. Right now, there's nothing that he's afraid to throw in any count, and that's when Diaz is at his most dangerous, right? Rodriguez, when he can throw the 99 to 100 or the 96 mile an hour slider at any point in the count and know where it's going to go.
Yeah, you can't gear up.
Not today.
Not when he throws 98, 99, and when he has a wicked slider at 90, at 92, 93.
Yeah,
you can't prepare for that.
It's wicked smart.
It is what it is. He's a top closer, and hopefully he'll be that guy for the next 3 or 4 years for us. A couple of championships, and we'll find retire.
William,
you know what?
William agreeing with you, Keith. Diaz never does well coming in mid-inning with people on.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He's got to come into a clean inning, William. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. And one quick thing, just going back to Peterson, the way Peterson handled Ohtani during those 2 Dodger series, lights out. I mean, Peterson. So I'd like to see him in the All-Star game too.
He may get a nod. He's got a couple of starts before the All-Star game, 2 or 3 of them, and if he gets 3 more wins, he should be in the All-Star game. He should be a manager's choice if anything.
What's his record?
6-2, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he did not pitch around Ohtani at all. He asked
old
Ohtani,
Peterson.
Like apples? How about them apples?
Peterson of old.
He didn't challenge Ohtani, but he pitched them.
Yeah, it's
he
smarter.
Didn't challenge him because that's You don't want to pitch. You don't want to challenge him. You want to pitch to him, and he did a really good job. You guys know lefty against lefty is one of the toughest things. That's why when Soto hit that lefty Gore guy and he just smoked him, it was impressive, man.
And he was traded for. That's part of the package that he was traded for. So it's even more.
Oh my God! So it's even more of a big deal.
He's coming back. He's coming back. Not as him, but as the other guy.
Okay.
Rodriguez.
Iron
Man. Yeah. All right. I think we've covered everything here. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to bring about? Bring about.
Talk
bring about. Who says that? What am I?
Canadian,
eh? Bring about.
You're the next state of America.
I'm just looking at going into the All-Star break in first place, and that's all I need to say. That's all I need to talk about.
Oh, whoa! We didn't
All-Star
do the
break
round
in
robin
first
here.
place.
Let's not do that. Let's do round robin because we haven't heard much from
Mm.
producer Joe today. I really want to hear his thoughts on things. Keith, what you got here on the way out?
Yeah, I would love to see us sweep the Rays.
You're going to see it, Keith. There's no choice. You have no choice in the
9
matter.
straight. I definitely think we're winning the first two to go 8 straight. I mean, this team has been amazing. Aside from that ninth inning craziness today, we won 22 scoreless innings as a pitching staff. And I don't want to hear that it's against the Nationals because the Nationals have a decent lineup. They're not anything to shake a stick at. So
remember how annoying as shit they were the first time that we played them.
Yeah,
Those,
Abrams.
guys
What's the other guy? The tall kid?
Yeah,
really,
he had a couple of home runs in that series.
Man, he's
so
a
annoying.
beast. That kid. He's got like 20 home runs. So I want to see this Mets staff continue to dominate like that. The way this lineup is waking up is so much fun to watch. One observation is the bottom half of the lineup seems to be sleeping a little bit while the top half is waking up. And before that, it was the other way around. So we're still not at our full potential is my point. I would just love us to see hammer the living hell out of our opponents all the way up to the All-Star break and then beyond, of course. Let's go Mets. I'm super excited. I can't wait to watch every game. And it's been a while since I felt that way. So thank God for that. And I just want to give a little shout out to the whole entire Rays pitching staff. Fuckata. I want to see us score 7 runs a game on average against them. Let's go Mets.
Oof. Bury them. Burial.
All right.
Rodriguez, what you got here on the way out?
A fun deal. Listen, dude, the pitching staff is for real. We're in the middle of June, and they're still putting up the same numbers and pitching the same way. So they've convinced me. Yeah, they're for real. They get to the All-Star break the same way they're doing. They're for real. The offense is heating up. The top 4 or 5 guys starting to hit. And we're still missing Vientos, and Beatty is still not on fire anymore. Alvarez is not on fire at all. Like Keith said, we're not at full potential yet. So once we get to full potential, I'm looking at 7 runs a game. I'm looking at giving up 3 runs a game with that bullpen. And the Mets are going to be pretty good the rest of the year if things stay the same way and we avoid injuries. Plus, we have a bunch of young guys in the minors that can come in and spot play and keep us going. So, Metsies, let's go Mets. Don't get caught up in the hype of, or Farace says, believe that your team is real and it's good and it's fun and have a great time at Citi Field. He's lying. He doesn't like the Mets.
God, I want to go to Citi Field and just eat everything on the menu. Every time they got to show everything that's going on back there. I'm starving over here.
I hate that. The food looks so good.
Almost 50,000 people on a Wednesday night afternoon against the Nationals. Afternoon.
Thursday.
I mean, all right. We're gonna have to dress Keith up in a Mets uniform and have him run around cheering for them.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
hell yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Producer Joe,
put him in Met diapers and throw him out there.
Well, then you have to clean my diapers, but I don't wear diapers, fortunately for you.
He doesn't.
I'm not an AA or PA yet.
He doesn't wear diapers yet.
No,
not yet.
Not
yet. Producer Joe, what you got here on the way out?
I don't want to interrupt the diaper conversation. You want to let it run its course. Best team in baseball, best record in baseball, and you know what? It really.
Can you repeat that, Producer Joe? Can you just repeat that one more time for these other two?
Yeah, best record in baseball. There's no team that's playing better than us in 2025, and we, you see Senga go down today, and your stomach just tightens up like, oh, we've been waiting for it, something to go wrong. You know what? Manea is coming back, and maybe Manea in about one more probably rehab start, and then he'll be called up. This is a test of the depth of our pitching. We already tested the depth of our bench when Siri went down and Vientos, and we're the best team in baseball. So you know what? I have a lot of faith in Stearns. I have a lot of faith in Hefner. I know
right.
that kills Rodrigo. I know it kills you, man. You hated him so much, and here he is.
He did used to hate him.
The hero, man.
I said it. I wanted him to prove me wrong. I still hate him, but he's doing a good job.
Doing a good job. Mendoza, Stearns, Hefner. It's
Listen, if hating him works, keep hating him.
I'm gonna keep hating him till we win that championship, dude. I'm not
Let's
gonna
go,
stop.
You know what? Best team in baseball. Let's go Mets.
Wait, which team in baseball, Joe? I didn't hear that.
Best record in baseball. There ain't no team better. Best team in New York. Best team in baseball.
Bam.
Ballsy.
All right. Ballsy. Yeah. Mets are the best team in all the land, my friends. And just continue to watch this over the weekend. It's going to be great. Next weekend, I did notice they haven't complained about it yet, unless I didn't hear it. But next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Phillies, no Mets broadcast, no SNY. We get Apple TV on Friday night. We get Fox on Saturday and ESPN on Saturday and ESPN on Sunday.
I'm sorry. Why do I pay for MLB again?
Well,
Because
just real quick, I would like to see Gary Cohen on Apple TV.
Joe, don't tell me because I left T-Mobile. Don't say that.
Because you can listen to Howie while they're broadcasting it on Fox, and you can still hear. How many times do you listen to Howie in the year? I get to listen to him every time he's on. They're on Fox. They're at the Marlins. They're on Friday Night Baseball. Bang! Yeah. I get to listen to Howie, and it's always a treat. I love listening to Howie.
Yeah, put it in the book show, guys. Of course, we love listening.
And he'll be there. Yeah, he doesn't do all the road trips, but he'll be in Philadelphia.
And the new guys in the booth are pretty good. I do miss Josh Lewin. I like Josh Lewin a lot, but the new guys up there are pretty good too. When Howie's taking his little, I'm very old and retiring soon breaks from his broadcast.
And we got to win him a championship soon, so he can make that call on the radio. Can you imagine? I don't want to do that right now because I get goosebumps and everything. So, best team in baseball. We're going to whoop some ass this weekend against the Rays. We're going to whoop some ass in Atlanta and in Philadelphia. We're going to whoop ass all across this country is what's going to happen. And then now, we got a little man down. Next week, we're inching closer to the All-Star break. We're also inching closer to the trade deadline, so we can, maybe a couple of names mentioned there. And maybe there's even a potential of bringing a guy like a Jacob deGrom back at the All-Star break. We'll talk to you guys next week. Peace out, everybody.
Let's go.
Put up the box.